Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the end of the year. I have some starting cards on the table, but I will be shuffling and adding more as we speak. I just want to point out that I think this reading is really important because before I do 2022 reading, so big reading for the next year, I think it's really good to stop to understand what we actually going to carry with us into the next year as energies, as a lessons learned, and also what we need to really celebrate and acknowledge in terms of our journey. And I think with that self-awareness, then the reading for the next year will make more sense and you'll get just more out of it, basically. So here I am doing this reading for you, and I hope you enjoy it. So let me start with what I have on the table just now, and yeah, we'll just sort of progress with the cards as we speak. The energy for you for the last year is Six of Wands, and you know, this is a really good energy, in fact, and it's way more optimistic. Not optimistic, but I guess easier to really work with comparing to other signs. Now, I'm not saying you didn't have hard lessons, but I feel like you should just really feel like you have a lot to celebrate. Like there is a sense of victory. There is a sense of, you know, being in a place where you've made it. Like, if anyone made through this year, it was you. And yes, you had some bumps on the way, but we all looking at you, Scorpio, and you just simply inspiration to all of us in so many different areas. There's so much growth that happened around you. You're beautiful, you're confident, you're true to yourself, to others. There's a lot of integrity. You're inspiring, and you know, like that's what this year meant to be about, or at least meant to put you in a place. If you didn't feel like this for the most part, you arriving to the place of victory, you know, beauty, love, harmony, all of this meant to surround you from now on. And you know, when I'm looking at lessons that you've learned, I mean, powerful, to be honest, because you, first of all, I mean, you have a Jaguar and another number 6, right? So look at this, you've got Six of Wands here and powerful number 6 with Jaguar. And you know, this one, it's one of the most incredible, in my opinion, animal spirits out there in medicines, because Jaguar, it's one of those animals that they see through the darkness. They see people's intentions. They have incredible integrity. There is just such a strength about this animal, and partially I think you were learning of how to really trust yourself and your instincts, and how to see through people's intentions, and how to be also honorable throughout all the situations that you were experiencing. There is something around integrity and really kind of being loyal to your own values. Now with Jaguar, I think there is also something around going through perhaps healing around relationships and love from the past, and then really redefining of what it is that you're going to have in the future. So a great deal of healing around your romantic relationships, and acknowledging in terms of, you know, what we can call it a mistakes, really, but it's some sort of patterns that you've really had to see through for yourself. And here with the Prince of Discs, I also see that, you know, you didn't take any shortcuts. You did everything as you're supposed to, and you've worked really hard. And again, that really sits with me very well with the Jaguar medicine, because this is not about shortcuts. This is about really doing things in the right way, in a honorable way. And Prince of Disc, it's all about hard work. you're working hard on yourself, on your business, your relationships, everything. You just want to have strong foundations for your future, and you know that from now on you are in charge, and you're taking some great leadership here on that, and you want to move forward. So I really love that about you. There's something else. Do you know what? This is where I want to pull another card, because this Jaguar is really intriguing me. And especially because when I'm looking at the moon energy here, which is how that's really changing you, there's some depth into what happened to you this year, and there's some depth to you that you almost like cross a certain layer of reality that nobody else has an access to. I wonder whether some of you have experienced some maybe even paranormal things, or some sort of spiritual experiences that it's really hard to relate to if you were going to speak to with just anyone around you. It's deep. It's like I really sense another layer here which a lot of people wouldn't have an access to. Ooh, Prince of Pentacles again. That's really interesting. So you have double Prince of Pentacles. Okay, let's just keep him in there for a moment. And then you have Four of Swords. Ah, and two aces. You've had some greater illumination. Some information that came through to you this year from something, and you decided to use that in the best possible way. I feel like here with the Four of Swords, you took your time for a little bit to make sure that you make the right call and make the decision. And once you knew what to do, there was no turning back. And you are so confident about something. And when I'm speaking about this in the context of your lessons, it's as once you saw things for what they really are, there was no turning back for you. And you had a full confidence in yourself and what to do. And that is a great lesson, because you've learned how to trust yourself. And also, when I'm looking at what was holding you back, it was a High Priestess. So for a long time, you didn't actually trust yourself, and you didn't trust the spirit messages, and you were a bit hesitant to what was coming through in terms of channeling for you. You were really much like the communication was flowing from the spirit world, from your guides, right? And somehow you were a little bit in the denial, or perhaps you were scared to take that as, some sort of reliable point of information. But I think it wasn't something that you sort of kept doing until until now. I think you sort of broke that lack of trust at some point, but that was holding you back for some time. And now the way it's changed, you are in the moon energy, which is obviously energy of great psychic awareness abilities, really being able to tap into your intuition and really just go with the flow. There is this kind of idea of being able to navigate through different energies, but also seeing things for what they really are, through the darkness. Again, Jaguar with these amazing eyes that you see through the darkness, and the same with the moon card. It just gives you some sort of, it's like superpower. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you've obtained some sort of superpower. And I don't think we can even understand what that is, Scorpio. Only you probably know that for yourself. But I would say believe in yourself. Have a confidence that you are on the right path. Here with the Prince of Wands, there's a confirmation that you should absolutely enjoy that victory. Whatever you've done this year, it was the best decision. It was the best move. Everything fall into the right place, because we have sort of these two victory cards on both ends. And do not even for a second hesitate with the moment where you celebrate yourself. Like, no regrets, there were no mistakes. Yes, there were lessons that you were learning, but you've come to an amazing point. And when I'm looking at, the cards over here, I mean, you should be proud of the fact that you had so much to worry about. You've had so much to worry about, and so many situations that put you at risk, so many disappointments, betrayals, things that didn't go well, but you didn't let yourself down and you didn't become a victim. And that's one of the things that you should be really proud of. You refuse to be a victim. You carry on, you juggle things, you made decisions, you continue working hard, and you knew somehow that everything is going to be okay as long as you stay focused on nurturing and growing what you need to do and yourself. I hope that made sense. I made that sentence a bit confusing, I think, but I feel like, you just stay determined. You really stay determined, and you didn't let yourself down. Essentially, you made it through. And that's what I'm saying. If there is anyone this year that really should celebrate a victory, it is you. And the Star card is here in a position of what you've been ignoring. And for a big part of the year, you have been ignoring signs from the universe. You have been ignoring your own strength, at least in the first part of the year, your own power, the fact that you could be, that light that shines through you. It's like you didn't have to really look for it anywhere. You had all of that within yourself. And yes, you have ignored that for quite some time, but I think you quickly I've come to a different place now, and I don't think that's the case anymore for you. And look at this card. I mean, Lady of Beasts. It's amazing, because that's again in a position of something that you should celebrate. And I feel like looking back at your year and where you are now, you really have a good people around you. Like, you have some great friendships, and people that want to support you. If you haven't realized that yet, please look around, because there are some people around you that really love you and they really want the best for you. And it's not because you are simply awesome, it's because you've given them so much, and they know that. They know that you've taken care of them, and you know that they can rely on you. You know that you will understand them. I mean, isn't it just beautiful, this image, right? You are the Lady of Beasts. Look at all this life around you, all these different beings, these different people, these different animals. I wonder whether some of you actually work with animals as well. I mean, I work with animals myself, so that came through to me just now as a also another message, because maybe some of you have actually started working with animal spirits, or just generally animals in any way. So if it's you, then I mean, well done for whatever you've achieved in that area. It's something probably really, really cool and amazing, and I would love to hear it if that's you. So let's pull a couple of more cards here. Okay, so we have the Hangman, we have Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Sun. So what else I want to tell you here as well is that don't worry if there is something on hold for you just right now at the end of the year. If you wanted for something to happen but it's on hold, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. Yes, there might be some changes that are happening around you, and there might be some something that is not going to go according to the whole plan, and you might have to leave something behind. But overall, I think things will really work out for you, especially if you're thinking about relationship around somebody. If it's somebody that you really hope to pursue or you're waiting for that love, I don't think it's going to be much longer. I think there's a really good energy around it, but there is just one thing that needs to happen before that can be fully manifested. Obviously, what there is maybe will come up in the reading for 2022, but the message here is, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. There is going to be either reunion, or you will find that union that you're dreaming or desiring in your life. Wow. Okay, Scorpio, wow. This reading was super powerful. You are super powerful. You're ending this year in the best possible way. I think for now, since I've been making these readings, you certainly have one of the strongest energy from all the signs, and I'm really, really proud of you, Scorpio, and I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. And if you have, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or simply comment below. I'd love to read your thoughts on the reading too. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, then the details will be in the description box below, so you can have a look in there. And I just love you. I'm sending you my hugs, and I hope that we will speak soon again. And I'm really looking forward to doing that big 2022 reading for you, and I want to see how will that evolve into energies and events for you into a new year. All right, lots of love again. Bye for now.